An intruder was able to drive his car onto a U.S. Air Force base before he was stopped inches from a military combat aircraft. Aerial footage from the RAF Mildenhall showed a cordon surrounding a black car and a Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey stationed near a runway in the center of the site. Police rushed to the base in Suffolk to respond to reports of gunshots and a significant security alert this afternoon. Weapons were fired by American service personnel at about 1 p.m. and a 44-year-old man was detained with cuts and bruises and taken into custody. Superintendent Kim Warner, of Suffolk Police, said a vehicle failed to follow security directions at the entrance and drove onto the base. Scroll down for video. Videos show a cordon surrounding a Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey, pictured, a few hours after the incident, which Suffolk Police do not believe to be terror-related. It is currently unclear how far into the base he was able to reach, however aerial footage seems to suggest he may have reached a runway at the center of the site. Members of the U.S. Armed Forces stand at the entrance to RAF Mildenhall in Suffolk today. It is thought the man who allegedly rammed his car into a gate at a U.S. Air Force base in Britain may have been trying to reach a military plane. There was a short pursuit and the vehicle was stopped by U.S. security services, he said. The man, who suffered cuts and bruises, has been taken into custody and police are not looking for anyone else on the site in relation to the incident. There were initial reports of a car being rammed into a checkpoint, but Mr. Warner said he was unaware of any damage to the base itself. He said the vehicle was brought to a halt close to a U.S. plane, an Osprey, and it was not thought there was any significant damage to the vehicle or the aircraft. There was no obvious motive at this stage, he added. It has been claimed that the suspect is a British citizen who pretended to be someone he was not, possibly a senior military figure, to get through a checkpoint. Residents also reported hearing gunshots and the American children at a soft play area in the village were said to have suddenly left after the incident. Tonight a police car was blocking the entrance to the base and there was a strong police and military presence in the area, with 4x4 vehicles patrolling outside. A Suffolk police spokesman said, Suffolk police were contacted at approximately 1:40 p.m. today to reports of a disturbance at RAF Mildenhall in Suffolk. The base was put into lockdown and units responded immediately. Shots were fired by American service personnel and a man has been detained with cuts and bruises and taken into custody. No other people have been injured as a result of the incident. Suffolk police remain on site. It has been claimed that the suspect is a British citizen who pretended to be someone he was not, possibly a senior military figure, to get through a checkpoint. A police car is pictured at the scene following the incident at RAF Mildenhall this afternoon. Police rushed to the RAF Mildenhall base, pictured today, in Suffolk to respond to the alert. The man was detained with cuts and bruises and taken into custody after the incident today.